They admit they know it's poison they're putting in the water. They know the vaccines are full of cancer viruses by design. And they come out and say, oh, this children's vaccine is good, so what if it has viruses in it? And they're playing everyone off against each other. Look, I got a bunch of news coming up, and we're going to get into how the financial scam, one of the main pillars of the New World Order system, that if we expose this, we can bring them down. And I was talking about this, 12 years ago. Most people were laughing at me, but now it's become a mainstream news issue. And that's very exciting. Walter Burien coming up. But I do want to open the phones up in this hour. 1-800-259-9231. 800-259-9231. And we will get you up and on the air today on any of these issues, any of these items you want to discuss. And I've got $1,000 fines for not paying on the toll roads in Texas. Of course, they don't even tell you you're on a toll road. It's license plate reading. We'll cover that as well. Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They show pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans, made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cameras, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
North Korea is run by a 5'1" power-tripping demon who the U.S. government and the Swiss government, via Donald Rumsfeld, gave nuclear weapons material to, on record. They have a joint factory on their border as part of an aid system to the North, where they have to give them the fuel oil and the grain and everything else, and the North sits there always threatening them if they don't give them more, being that's what our government is. It's a big, corrupt, murdering parasite that says, give me all your tax money. I got troops in black uniforms. We'll come SWAT team you. The IRS admits they use fear to control you. It all goes to offshore banks. Same thing with North Korea. They just sit there with nuclear weapons saying, we'll start World War III with you if you don't give us all this free money. And our government goes, you're just like us. Here's some nuclear weapons. We love you. We need to have a threat out there. And right on time, as the global financial collapse unfolds, North Korea raises its head. It rears its ugly head and torpedoes a ship and is running around threatening everyone. North Korea expels South Korean officials from joint factory park. It's owned by the North and the South, and they're just kicking them out. And they're now cruising their ships around on the edge of South Korean water, saying they're going to go ahead and attack them. And they're trying to play chicken to get even more money and power. And, this guy is reportedly dying of cancer. And these lunatics, like Hitler in his bunkers, said, go ahead and take Berlin down with me. Flood the tube stations, the underground train systems. And they said, well, that'll kill our own people. And he said, so what? They deserve it. So, who knows what this lunatic's going to do? Who knows? I mean, this is always government and some lunatic with a military that works for them, which is the direction we're going, where the government is God, where the state is God. North Korea expels South Korean official from joint factory park, further fueling tensions between the Koreas. North Korea kicked South Korea government officials out of their joint factory park in the north on Wednesday and threatened to shut it down if Seoul resumes its anti-North Korean broadcast along the border. The North, accused of sinking the South Korean warship in the Yellow Sea in March, also renewed its threat to shoot South Korean loudspeakers if South sets them up on its side. And it just goes on and on. Here it is. North Korea threatens to close border with South as relations worsen. As Hillary Clinton arrives in Seoul to discuss the crisis, the North expels 8 South Korean officials. And it just goes on and on. They're like displaying parts of the torpedo and the rest of it now. And Israel's saying they want to go into Iran. Iran went to Turkey and to France and signed deals for them to enrich all the uranium for their peaceful nuclear reactors. And Hillary put out a press release last night, saying, this isn't good enough, we're still going to attack you, basically. I've got that here on the stack. I'm sure you've seen it on the news. And what's so incredible is that you notice in the sanctions they're trying to pass in the Congress, it says no refined gasoline can be shipped into Iran. Iran has lots of oil, but they only have about half the refining capacity that they need for their country. So our government's saying we don't want you to have gasoline, and you can't have peaceful nuclear reactors to power your country and your growing population of 67 million people. You cannot make a nuclear weapon with the material they want France and Turkey to produce. But North Korea could make A-bombs with what ABB and Donald Rumsfeld gave them, and they knowingly gave it to them in '96, and with a second group of reactor systems in 2000. And we've got articles up on prisonplanet.com. What's the headline? Watson put a good article out yesterday. Nuclear war in Korea brought to you by the U.S. Should be brought to you by the globalists, but whatever. Yeah, the U.S. did do it. And you heard Ron Paul mention last hour. You heard the congressman mention last hour here on the air that, the CIA is carrying out civilian bombings in Iran. In 2006, Bush put out a press release from the White House reporting what Cy Hirsch had already reported 3 years before, that U.S. Special Forces and 4 groups of Muslim terror groups, 3 of them out of Wahhabist Saudi Arabia, Sunni, I'm not bashing Sunnis here, I'm just talking about the groups they're using, attacking Shiite Iran. And then now it's back in the news the last 2 days that generals, U.S. generals are on the news saying, yes, we're launching attacks in Iran. Our criminal government is blowing up civilian targets inside Iran. And I know there's good old boys driving around their pickup trucks right now going, good, I don't like them Arabs. Number one, they're not Arabs. Number two, that's an act of war. I mean, the Iranians have laid down when our government blows up their jetliners to get them hopping mad and stages overthrows of their government over and over again. I mean, it's so sick, ladies and gentlemen. The Iranians love America. They always wanted to be pro-America. Mohammad Mossadegh was pro-U.S. till our government overthrew him using a bunch of